Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gordon Maston. Welcome to the DIY Wrestling Podcast, and we are here for Lucha Underground. Now, tonight felt like one of those episodes of Lucha Underground where you weren't really disappointed from start to finish. If there was anything I thought would probably fall flat, it was Believers Backlash. But Mascarita Sagrada pulled it in, dude. Oh my God, yes. We had that. We had this amazing 5-on-5 match. I don't remember the other side. All I remember was the winning side between Jeremiah Crane, Evilise, who broke her ankle again in this match. Come on, Evie. You got to get it together. Evilise, Jeremiah, Marty Mariposa, and the Mac. And I know for the other team, the other feuds I'm going to be interested to see starting soon. Here's going to be Killshot and I forgot the other dude's name. It's basically AR Fox. I will get his name down at some point, but from here I know him as AR Fox. That's what we have here, people. So, you know what? The last match was Grave Consequences. Not my favorite. I mean, last season's was okay. This year's was up there my favorite. In between 1, 2, and 3, I'd rank 3 as second. Mil Matanza was cool, but we knew the direction they were headed. And I guess I kind of took away from the match from a little bit, but although my favorite part was still the punching through the casket, which was still epic itself. Yeah, Mil Matanza was cool. Yeah, and Phoenix and Mil was my favorite because that was one where you mostly didn't know where they were going, how they were doing it, or anything. And this one, I mean, you kind of knew where they were going, but the match, it was like one of those matches. It was one of those matches where it's like, okay, most people who know us well can guess where we're really going here with this. But let's at least try and still throw in a good enough match where people can really just get into it. And here for me, this match was good enough where I got into it. And then it's like, okay. We're not going to ruin it. We're going to start from the start. You guys know how we do with these things, with these podcasts. We go from top to bottom, straight on through, see how, like, just run through this shit, right? Okay. So the first thing we get is Katrina back in the backstage cinematic with Mil Muertes, and they're sitting around Mil's little area with the candles and shit. And Katrina tells Mil, "You lose this Grave Consequences, I'm not bringing you back to life again." So Mil basically has an ultimatum thrown at him. He wins Grave Consequences. Oh shit! I just spoiled it. Well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Okay. And that gets us into the ring. We have Famous B versus Mascarita Sagrada. And I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I ain't stupid. I rewinded it like 8 times. I'm pretty sure Matt Stryker gave me the good old shouts out. Because he said, I wonder what Gordon, I forgot the other guy's name. I can get it up here in a second. But he said he basically wondered what me and this other guy were thinking of Lucha Underground. I'm like, I'm pretty sure within the community of guys who review Lucha Underground, I think I'm the only Gordon. If not, shouts out to you, dude. You got shouted out on Lucha Underground. I can't really be mad about that. But either way, if that was me, Lucha Underground, thanks. I really appreciate it. I really do know. Mr. Hooper was the guy's name. He's like, I wonder what Gordon and Mr. Hooper are thinking of this after Mascarita did the thing where he popped out of the garbage can when Famous B had him in it. We also had interference in this match from Dr. Wagner, interference from Son of Havoc. We had a leap off a ladder off the announce table, but it was a mini ladder from Mascarita, and he did that shit. It was like, see, and this is the one thing that midget wrestlers never get that I'm just going to bring in here. Midget wrestlers are looked at as just like a joke. And Mascarita, who is known as El Torito within Los Matadores, always got so much shit because like, oh, he's fucking El Torito with this shitty Matador group, and he's just a bull. Right? Like, that's just the rap he got. It was sad, but that was the rap he got, right? So at the end of the day, when it comes down to like guys like Mascarita, Sagrada, and stuff like that, he still put on a fairly well entertaining match. Was it gimmicky and comedy style? Yeah, kinda, I guess, because there were still jokes being made. But the funniest moment of the match, and I thank Matt Striker for this one. The cream pie that went in Brenda's face. Be mature, Gordon. I ruined it. Let's go full throttle with this. Brenda took a cream pie in the face. And no, it's not that kind of cream pie. Brenda got a cream pie thrown at her by Mascarita Sagrada, and she started screaming, and it was all in her face. And then Matt Striker just busts out, Brenda took a cream pie right in the face. I'm just like, come on, guys. I'm trying to keep it together at this point. Like, why are we, like, okay. So, I mean, anyways, Mascarita gets the win. Famous B is done. Once again, Lucha Underground, thank you for the shout out. Appreciate it. And we're gonna move on here. So it was the 5-on-5 tag match. The winning team of this match was I can't put my words together right now. Oh, yeah, it was the 5-on-5. I'm gonna try and remember this as hard as I can. You have Jeremiah. You have Jeremiah and Jeremiah. I just said the man's Jeremiah Crane and Evilise, and then you have Marty Mariposa and the Mac versus AR Fox, who is still known as Fox. I can't remember his original name. But before this, we get a little cinematic of AR Fox, and like I said, I remember his name eventually. AR Fox and his partner. Yeah, you get a cinematic of them basically. What's the best way to put this? Of the apology. Like, because AR Fox apologizes and is like, hey, Dario let me work here in the temple, yada yada. I guess I made a statement and I did this hug. And then they gave you that sense of, what's the word I'm looking for here? They foreshadowed you here by showing the look on Fox's face like, yeah, I'm stabbing you in the back again. What she did, which led to the other side's win. I wasn't paying attention here because I was going back and forth a lot, doing a lot of different things. So I did see bits and pieces of this match, and what I did see, I mean, it was fairly fucking entertaining, right? So, I mean, that's what matters. Oh, yeah, Argenis was on that team too. Argenis, and I got 3 out of the 5. So you know what? I'm successful somewhere here. Yeah, that was pretty much about So, Marty's team gets the win here. Evilise on a Rana did break her ankle. It was honestly, Neville broke her ankle on a slide through into a Rana. In this case, Jeremiah threw Evilise into a Rana, but she landed on her foot the wrong way and really messed herself up. So we're gonna move on here. Okay. So where are we going here next? Yeah. So up next, we get another segment, another vignette, and it's after the match. It's Drago and Drago and Cobra Moon. And Cobra Moon basically tells Drago at this point, she's like, you gotta accept my help. She's like, you don't want to end up like Daga, who ended up getting destroyed by what's his name? The other guy who came in at the end of season, at the end of season 2, and he walked in the Gift of the Gods, but ended up losing that match. I don't even remember the guy's name. Nightclaw. I think she's like, you don't want to get you don't want to end up like Dog and getting destroyed by Lord Nightclaw, do you? Which is probably after Aztec Warfare, where I think we're headed. We're probably going to see Nightclaw again, hopefully. Please let us see Jack Evans. Please let us see Jack Evans, please. So yeah. And oh, by the way, speaking of Aztec Warfare, guys, next week no Lucha review. We're just gonna do what we did last year. We're gonna live react to Aztec Warfare, and we're gonna see how that really works out for us. So, and we'll probably have a friend there with me again. Probably not. So I'm gonna have to entertain you guys during commercials by myself, or just mute everything. Well, we'll see where these things go. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of fun we can have. But we're gonna move it on forward here. Where are we here? Okay, so up next we get, was it the main event? Yes, this was the main event. This was Puma Muertes. And I've seen 100% of this match full on, and this was absolutely awesome. He starts out with Puma just jumping Mill from the start and beating the crap out of him to the point where it's like Puma just jumping off of shit. We eventually did get a chair spot with it's like a concerto with Mill's head in the casket and Puma smacking him with the chair. And I think he did it more than once. He did it like 3 times, I believe. Otherwise, still a fairly good match. The only thing that makes me mad about Prince Puma, the dude, no matter what, gets so cocky and arrogant toward the end of matches where it cost him. And in this Aztec Warfare, it costed him. Although the best part of the night, the Reaper's trident through the table from Mill, or the flatliner, or the flatliner that Puma reversed and stood on his hands and kicked Mill in the face. Other than that, we had a powerbomb on a casket, and then Puma got thrown in the casket, and that was pretty much about that, and they took Puma out. So as far as it looks right now, this is probably the end of Prince Puma's career in Lucha Underground. My thoughts on this, it's probably not, honestly. It's probably not, because Vampiro is going to probably, as you know, they've had the relationship between Vampiro and Puma. And Vampiro is probably going to save Prince Puma. So, that's that. Any more to really cover here? No. So Vampiro is saving Puma, probably, and we're probably going to get Puma owing Puma's in life's debt, no pun intended. Actually, pun completely intended. He's in life's debt to Vampiro, and Vampiro's going to make him long con, go after Pentagon Dark. He'll like, oh, you can go after, for other time you can continue to go after Mill, or in a death match or some shit like that, or you can just go after Pentagon Dark. So that's one of the 2 things that's probably going to happen here. Otherwise, I hope Puma embraces the darker side of himself, and Vampiro really gets in his head. And like, he's not like Pentagon, like arrogant, although arrogant Puma would be like a step further. Like, he shows these flashes of arrogance, and like nowadays they cost him, but like he never is really like full on Pentagon arrogant in a match. And if we do get like the Pentagon, I was talking to Ashton from by the way, about this earlier. And if we do get the full on Pentagon Puma match, no, the full on story, that'd be fucking amazing, because they had by themselves, they had the one match last season where Puma got he caught Pentagon in a manner where it's like, this could have been this looks like such a fluke. And then other than that, they had the little match where Mil Muertes beat them both and pinned them both in the same match in a triple threat. So you don't really know here. Like, it's just okay. All right. Otherwise, though, we get. Oh, we don't really get anything else. That's about it. So if I'm going one route, I just have him go after Pentagon for him. Like, I just not even beat around the bush. It's over. Like, just yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Lucha Underground. Remember, if you did, to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Well, this episode of the Dead White Podcast. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that Lucha Underground goodness on my channel, baby. And I will see you guys later on for NXT. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. See ya!